Today we are back with another feedback session hosted by myself, Yurei, and Skxlvtor. And this week we have super special guest, Mr. Crop himself, Stayns.
I'm not wearing it though. Sorry. My bad. I ain't mean it.
But we hope you guys are having a wonderful night or morning wherever you are. Time zone differences can obviously be a pain in the ass, but we hope you are doing well. And thank you for being a part of this journey and being here tonight to record some tunes. Wink, wink, lol, smiley face. But yeah, if you would like to donate to Skip the Line, exclamation point donate. All of the commands are working today. I made sure of it. We are not having any problems. Yeah, we're not having any problems. Exclamation point donate to Skip the Line. It is $5. Exclamation point YouTube if you can't stay for the entire thing. Our YouTube page. This will be going on our YouTube page tomorrow afternoon. And exclamation point Discord if you would like to join the Discord so that you can submit to future streams. But let's get into the festivities tonight. First up, we have Doom Thesis with Automation 3. Wave.
We're gonna run that tall bastard straight down to hell.
Wow, we're starting off strong today, are we?
Already starting with heat. Do you want to go first, Yuri?
I don't really have much to say, to be honest. I like the atmosphere that the intro brings. I like the simplicity of the drop, and then that tension that builds into the switch. I know you've been sending stuff in almost every week, and to see your progression is like.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is like probably my favorite thing that Doom Thesis has sent us.
Yeah, this is nice. I would like to see a finished product. Hyper, thank you for the 5. I will get to your tune.
I didn't have that much feedback for this. I mean, except for just finish the song, but maybe like you could make the second half like more like it needs like that mid frequency, like a Reese.
Yeah,
or just something
I was
like
gonna
really
mention
distorted.
that as well.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like
very,
it's very thin. It's very thin,
Yeah.
but it's really dope sounding. But it just needs like a little more, just like oomph to it, and that would be like solid.
Man, shit, man. I can't really say much on that. It's just like perfect intro to complement the drop, and um, the carrying into the B section really like ties it all together too. It's pretty sick. Just like
Yeah,
for
it's
another
really
thing.
interesting switch up. Like at first, the switch up feels
Absolutely.
uncomfortable, but then once it comes in, it like you're like, oh yeah, this is what I
I
want.
didn't expect the melody to come in like that, but like
Yeah,
it works. It works for sure.
yeah, it's really sick. Really sick tune.
Fuck with it so much.
Oh, my voice. I am here. What's good? Chicken? Yeah, Dune Thesis. If you are here, this is very, very unique. Send this when it's finished, please.
Yeah. Send me this one. This is
Yeah.
finished, please.
This is so polished, man. I can't really say
Yeah,
anything on it.
yeah. No, it's super clean mix down.
Yeah, but like I said, if you are not here, this will be on YouTube tomorrow. MDML, MGMT, YouTube tomorrow. Exclamation point YouTube to get that so that you can subscribe and be a part. Next up, because Hyper Invasion donated, Hyper Invasion with Malevolent featuring Initiate unreleased. Ball Pack, thank you for the 5. Get to yours right after this.
Initiate.
That's tight.
Yeah, no, that was super sick.
Holy shit. I definitely fuck with the B sections on both the first and second drop for sure.
It's like super groovy.
Yeah, I love that flow. That's super sick. I'm not
Yeah, it
usually
just
like
makes you
into
move
like
your
the kind of
shoulders.
that kind of like soppy sound. It's not really like my kind of thing, but like you guys make it work here a lot, especially with the sound design and everything too. It kind of shit kicks.
Noisy Boy with the
For sure.
10. Appreciate you, brother.
Hey, thank you, bro.
Any feedback?
I don't know. I like this isn't my kind of expertise with this kind of sound
Yeah.
design too. Usually like if like I'm seriously like listening to it, I kind of like listen for like anything like piercing, anything peeking through at all. But like I think this kind of is pretty solid and very clean for like what it's doing.
Yeah, I like how like mid focused the synth is. It's almost on
Yeah.
that borderline of like too much mids, but I feel like if they took away from the mids, it would like kind of lose the character of like the tune.
Absolutely.
It's kind of like one of those songs, almost like it's not like the same frequency, but like how Executioner, a lot of his mids are like muddy on like purpose,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what like gives him that character to his tunes.
Yeah.
No, I don't really have the drums sound solid. Maybe like
Yeah.
if you could introduce like um, some type of new tone in like the sound design to make it so like it gets a little more interesting. But that's
Like
more
more
subjective.
variables, yeah.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
gonna
Other than
say
that,
Like
something
the
about
biggest
that
thing.
too.
yeah, other
Yeah.
than that, like this is super solid too. I like the intro and everything.
Mhm.
I don't have anything else to say really about it.
My
Good shit.
only pet peeve with this is that I would like a little bit of variation with that telephone bass, or like introduce something different with it, like have it like be like a one shot. But other than that, yeah, this is super sick. It's very unique.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Noisy Boy, it is for to skip the line. Blood Pack did donate first, so I'm gonna get his, and then I will put yours right after. Let's move you up, and then Blood Pack. I need a better way of doing this. I swear to God.
Yeah, you do.
Let's see it.
There we go. Oh, all right.
There we
So
go.
next up we have Blood Pack with Suffer, and again, donations are not necessary. You guys do not have to donate. It's out of the kindness of your heart. If you want to, anything that goes to us goes right back into like new overlays, new streaming elements, and stuff like that. So it's greatly appreciated, but it's not necessary at all.
I steal it all anyways.
Exactly. It supports his McDonald's addiction.
Shut up.
It supports his addiction to buying shirts and cutting them in half.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
But yeah, Blood Pack Suffer clip. That was. Yes, submissions are closed for tonight. If you want exclamation point Discord, join a Discord. You can submit for the future ones. But yeah, submissions are closed for tonight. We received a lot of submissions for today, so we want to try to get through as many as possible. But yeah, this was pretty tight. Any feedback, guys? I'm gonna bring up
Personally, I'm not crazy over like the orchestral tones, like in the middle of the drop. At least, they can work. It's just you might need something more like, uh, more strong, like stronger rather. Fuck. Um, and like I don't know, they seem very like on the thin end of it, and it kind of
Yeah.
just seems it feels off-putting because of that.
No, I was gonna touch on that too. There also that like symbol you have come in like in each like B section of every drop. I feel like you just need to sidechain that too because it's just clashing with your kick. I mean that might be intentional, but it's kind of more subjective. I just would rather have like a kick that just keeps coming in and like knocking.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
But other than that, that was super sick.
Yeah, the switch ups in between both chops are like super fucking.
The flow's really nice too. It's just it like
Yeah.
comes in and just like punches you in the chest and just like keeps you going.
Mhm.
Kind of it doesn't really get tiring either. Even though it's a pretty like for what the tune is, it's kind of like the sound design doesn't change in a crazy way, but it doesn't need to. It just carries it.
It's very like I don't know how to explain it. Like if I could represent a tune in like a creature, it would be like a giant. So
Yeah.
it's very like I like that. I like that. It really works. Um, I totally want it. So if you could send it, my DMs are always open. It's super sick regardless, man. Good shit.
You heard it here. Anything that has downloads enabled, if you guys want Stayns to download, put it in the chat. Yes, your tune is there, ByteDance. Gabe is all the way at 200%, so he would probably have to move the mic closer to his face just a little bit.
No.
Oh, well, there you go. No, but that was very impactful. I would just watch your side chaining a little bit. Oh, now you're eating the mic.
That's better.
Yeah, I would just watch your side chaining and just sometimes loudness always isn't what you strive for, but making sure that your mix downs are clean. But yeah, that's sick. Next up we had Noisy Boy X Nerd Luck Street Fighter B4.
Mm-hmm.
That's gas.
Yeah, that was super sick.
Oh man, I kind of cheated when it comes to this one because I totally got to hear this first before even getting on the stream, but this is but oh my god, this is fucking ridiculous, Noisy Boy. Like I have no like actual feedback for this because like this fucker is always consistent with like his mix downs, how clean his tunes are, and overall like I guess structure. Uh, and I got it like it's fucking sick, and I especially love that half note sub.
Yeah, no, I love Noisy Boy stuff. Like after watching all of like him slowly grow, and like kind of figure out like um where he like his sound, it's been super sick to see his journey.
Yeah, I would agree.
Tom, bro.
Um,
God, man.
Nosy Boy has been on the come up, and it is a force to be reckoned with.
Absolutely.
Gator. Okay, yeah, I was about to say you did.
Goodness gracious, man.
Listen.
No, it's not. It's
I know.
It's
I
just
am
Noisy
gonna
Boy, bro. Holy fuck.
I am gonna download that, and I will use it in future sets.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that too. I'm gonna get it after stream.
What time did submissions close? Submissions close as soon as we start stream. So at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. EST, all submissions are closed. Do we submit our music in Discord? What channel? There is a channel in the Discord called Submission Form. It's currently privated because we turned off submissions, but the day before, typically we open the submission form and everybody can just like flood whatever, and we know that you guys want to send a bunch of stuff in, but please try to limit to one submission per, only because like we want to get as many people in here as possible. Nobody. Honestly, send me, since you donated 10, send me a DM on Discord with the track link, and I'll pull it up. But thank you guys for the donations. Like I said, it is not necessary, but it is appreciated. We love you guys, and we're doing this for you guys.
Oh, I have the tune from. Oh, never mind.
I donated another 15 before. Jesus Christ, bro, what the fuck? You guys don't have to do this, but it is appreciated.
We love you guys.
Next up, we have Finna Fufu with Still Tippin'. If there is anybody I missed for donations, please let me know.
I sent you his tune on Discord.
Okay.
I'm tipping, wood grain, I'm gripping, killing these lines, switching with the paint dripping. Turn your neck and your dang missing. Me and Slim, we ain't tripping, I'm flipping and still sipping like do or die, I'm pole pimping. Car stop, rims T spinning, I'm flipping drop with invisible tops. Hoes bopping my drop, step out, I'm checking the block with 418s. In the green with a running screen, my gasoline always supreme. Got done with the brand with a paint of lean. It takes grinding to be a king, it takes grinding to be a king. First round drop, coming. Who is Mike Jones coming? Slam shining with the feeling woman. Slam shining with the feeling woman. I'm Mike Jones, the one and only. You can't clone it. Got a lot of haters and a lot of homies. Some friends and some phony. Back then, hoes didn't want it. Now I'm hot, hoes all on it. Back then, hoes didn't want it. Now I'm hot, hoes all on it. Back then, hoes didn't want it. Now I'm hot, hoes all on it. Back then, hoes didn't want it. Now I'm hot, hoes all on it.
Do is power world, I'm the people's champ. My chain light up like a lamp, cause now I'm back with the camp. I'm falling similar to an ant, cause I'm low to the earth. People's feelings get hurt when they figure out what I'm worth. I got 84 broken out at the club, I'm showing out. I'm a player, ain't no doubt. Hoes wanna know what I'm about. Biggest diamonds off in my mouth, princess cuts all in my chain. Wood grain all in my range. Drip stains when I switch lanes. Switch the name, it's still the same. Switch a house or switch a blast. Mike Jones, he running the game and magnificent by his cash. Michael Watts, he made me hot. Hard work took me to the top. G-Dad took me to the lot. He wrote a check and bought a drop. I got the internet going nuts, but T-Ferris got my back, so now I'm holding my nuts. It's Power Wow, baby. What you know about me? I'm on that 5-9 South Lee, baby. Holla at me.
look who creepin', look who crawlin', still ballin' in the mix. It's that 6'6" long Skxlvtor nigga sticking your chick, pulling tricks, looking slick at all times when I'm flipping, bar sipping, car dipping, redwood grain gripping, still tipping on slow rolling, slow rolling, slow rolling, slow rolling, slow hoes and no hoes and no hoes, slow blowing on that window, GameCube Nintendo, 5% tint, so you can't see up in my window. These niggas don't understand me, cause I'm boss hog on candy, top down at Maxis with a big Glock 9 handy, pieced up, creased up, stand dressed to impress, big boss bill buckle under my Michelin S. Oh, Gucci shades up on my braids when I escalade, when I'm riding free wheel sliding like a escapade. I got it made, the big boss of the north. Ain't shit changed, I still represent with your house, huh?
This is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
OG rhythm to a T. It's like R280 had a baby and this was born
I
with
fuck with that.
some fucking Mike Jones and Paul Wall.
Love the callback to Dismal by using the still tipping fucking
Yeah.
acapella.
Yeah, no, it was gas the whole time. Like how much that and the flow like went in for each other, because with vocals it's always hard to like get them to fit in that pocket with like big square four
That's fair.
basses.
Absolutely. I think my biggest gripe with this is just the lack of variation in the main synth. Like it's cool, like you're able to kind of just keep it the same because the vocals are there. But I feel like if you do a bit more with it and being able to like have fun with it, surrounding like the vocals and stuff, it probably like have it be more engaging throughout. Uh, Especially for like the second drop too. Hearing that same synth compared to the first, it's kind of like uh, it made it fall off for me, despite there being like an insane fucking sustain, which is sick by the way. Like I like the way you did that. But that's pretty much like my main takeaway from it. Also, the synth's kind of like overdriven a bit, but uh, still really clean, super sick.
Yeah, no, this is super sick too. I don't really have any gripes. It's hard for me to comment on like rhythm like this because I don't make it, and like I mean I could comment on like drums, but like rhythm drums are kind of supposed to, I don't know, like sound like that, like rhythm drums. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
no, the percussion did it is
Yeah,
like really well done. So
yeah,
I like this a lot. Other than, I will agree with Gabe, I think the variation in the second drop, the sustain is super sick. I like the. I do like
up,
that.
Tom.
But yeah, this, like I said, it's R280 with still tipping and it works very well. So I'm definitely gonna download this. If there is a new updated version, if you do update it, please send.
yeah. Please.
We'll say this before playing this. Please try to have SoundCloud links only. With like Google links and stuff like that, it makes it a little bit hard on YouTube and stuff. It definitely like throws it off a little bit because now like the entire screen is just a little bar that I play. But yes, please try to keep it SoundCloud links only. Oh, see,
Yeah,
That's what I was worried about.
yeah.
Um,
That's what I was thinking too.
see if I.
Bro's downloading a virus. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
honestly. Um, Zero's End. I know you're in here. Okay, yeah, you're typing in chat. Can you just do me a favor? I'm gonna keep going with the stream, but upload and send to my Discord DMs personally.
Yeah.
Just so that I could play that. I got yours,
Oh
nobody.
yeah, yeah. You got do nobody access and while we're waiting.
Okay. Boom. Cool.
Oh.
What the hell? What is this?
I like this waveform.
I like this waveform. This is sick.
Oh my goodness.
There we go. Okay, right. Next up we have nobody. I'm gonna get to Control Q Gator. I know they donated to. I moved it all the way over because it was different. Okay, understandable. Yeah, Zero Zen, please DM me SoundCloud link, please. Nobody, volatile. I'm not laughing because it's bad. I'm laughing because of the long break.
Yeah, because the big exactly, because the big jump.
Yeah. It just cuts.
Yeah.
I like this shit, man. Oh my goodness.
Jackson, you can go first for feedback.
I would say like it's a little bit too just so like it's on that borderline a little bit too much push. Maybe just bring it back a little bit. And give it a little bit like punchier snare. Like you could I'm trying to remember there's this one rod that has like an amazing snare in it you could reference. But just something that just like comes really solid through the mix that punches through and is more fuller. And something more like wetter, I feel like. But other than that, it's really solid. Finish the song.
Yeah, don't have a long break.
Tom definitely has a point there. The snare needs to be more washed out. I feel
Yeah.
like it definitely like it peeks through a lot in the mix, and it has like I feel like the way it hits makes it feel like there's like a kick like under layering it, so it makes it feel like it hits twice, I guess, within like a very small interval, but like it's noticeable. Um, so I feel like just like calm down on that end, but still make it so like it comes out clear without like I guess pushing it so like high in volume in the mix.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I like it.
I do like the idea. Everybody touched on what I was gonna say in terms of the the drums themselves. Skeletor actually taught me a little lesson on this, adding a little percussion or a kick, a super dry kick, to taking out like all the transients to like push with like the side chaining and stuff. Because I make rhythm and he makes tear out. So
I'm pretty sure I showed nobody that because he's one of my students.
word. Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, just like try to like tweak your side chaining a little bit more.
Mess with like a little bit of the gain staging, maybe just a little bit, just like tweak it around just to see if you could get stuff to like kind of bounce more. But it's a
I agree.
super solid tune.
Yeah. I should probably just like close out of these while I'm doing this.
Does them again.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have Zero's End. Now that I have a SoundCloud link, thank you very much. I know it's a pain in the ass sometimes, but it's just better.
Yeah.
Zero's End, Masterwork Mix V1.
Why are you still holding back? Have you forgotten what they said to us? What they did? They think you're a monster. Fight or be forgotten! Fight! This is my masterwork. Right. You're a monster.
Like this. I'm gonna go ahead and give feedback first. I like this, but I feel like with all of like the ambience and like the intro, the bridge, and stuff like that, I feel like that's too long, and you're taking away from the drop being so short. I would want more out of this because of how like powerful all of your other aspects are. So that's what I have to say. But you guys can go ahead.
So this tune, it just has too many like clashing frequencies. You could tell when you didn't cut out your low end and probably like your intro drone. It sounds like when that first initial reese comes in because it's clashing. It's also way too loud. So I just go in and just learn about like which frequencies clash, about balancing frequencies, learn about like gain staging, proper compression, proper distortion. Learn all the rules about music and then try and break it. Other than that, like this is super like solid start of a tune. I can definitely tell that like you've been producing for a little bit. But keep making music too. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. Yeah, my biggest takeaway from this is that a lot of it is loud. Like
Yeah,
it's
it's just too loud.
yeah, it's almost to like an unnecessary standpoint, but like it's the structure of it, how like it builds into the drop, the intro, it's super sick and it has like some serious potential, but I feel like the mix down and how you mastered it seriously kind of just I guess just pushes everything too far. Uh
Yeah, exactly.
and so it kind of just I don't know, it just felt like I was having like this constant noise just in my ear the entire way through. Uh especially the disparity between like the intro being so incredibly loud to the drop being loud as well, when at least the intro should be kind of like more laid back in that regard. It's
Yeah, no,
very
I agree.
yeah, I can't like really say it's worthwhile to be doing that. So just like drop everything like lower at least, and then tweak it from there. I heard specifically in the second drop, when the synth was like on its own, but there was still choir in the background. It basically like it gated the choir essentially, like there was like side chaining in that point.
Yeah,
Just because how purely loud that synth and sub was, the choirs was kind of like cutting in, and it sounded very off-putting. And yeah, it's just like work with your mixing in regards to that. Uh, otherwise, super solid in your structure. But as far as like technicalities are concerned, how the mix sound is sorted, it's very like you. That's where the most work needs to be done.
yeah.
And you're really good with your builds, by the way. I love that build, like coming up to the second job.
Yeah,
So
it was super
that was
super
sick.
intense. And honestly,
Yeah.
builds are one thing that's really hard. Like it's something that's so simple, but because it's so
Mhm.
simple, it's so hard to make something interesting.
Yeah, exactly. And so like you could end up like pushing it too far, but
Hmm.
this is nice. Just keep at it, bro.
Next up, we have Control Q with Death to Ego.
Ego. Ego death. Ego death. Ego Death.
Sorry about the Discord notifications.
No, you're not.
Um, Control Q sent something in last week, and
It was super sick. I remember.
it was very unique. And then this is also very unique. And I know you're like a student of Domatics, so like yeah, this he doesn't steer you wrong because fucking Domatics is cracked.
Mhm.
And the only thing I would say would be variation going into either the switch or the second drop. I do like the bass and I do like your drums and everything like flows in fluidity, but I just want I know what you're capable of and I want a little bit more. Just give me more.
Yeah, this is super sick. Like, I feel like it's one of those twos where you either can split up with a build or not. It still carries, but I feel like you could get a little more intensity if you had a build break up the very first drop, so it's not as long and carried on. And then your mids are a little bit too loud. Just dial those back, and then I think the mixdown would be really, really solid because I love how the kick and clap sound with all the synths and everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say the higher end of the mids. It's like it's been the higher
Yeah,
range, but it's still good.
it's like that, like almost like 1K range.
Yeah. I think I'm more on like the intro side of things. Like when it comes into the job, it feels a bit abrupt, but um, I don't know. It kind of it's probably just me though. I don't know. I'm not like I don't like it when it like just like hits.
Yeah,
I like having that kind of like either have a pre-drop that's like uh high pass essentially. That way like it
like
builds
a delayed
into
drop
like the actual
even.
drop. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So it's I don't know. That way I feel it like coming in. And I
yeah,
like
yeah,
that kind of
yeah,
anticipation. But
yeah.
just having it be like bam right there, like in
No,
your
it sounds
face.
scary. Yeah,
Personally that's just me though. But I know like having that sudden, like, especially live too, like the same would go crazy live. Um, just to have that kind of like hit with like the bass and everything all at once would definitely like get a pretty crazy crowd reaction.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so it definitely works in that regard. So
I like the melody that you carry through the whole thing too.
mhm.
Benodo, I do have to open Discord, so I'm gonna go to the next one that was a dono.
Bless you.
Jeez. Next up we have Gator V Buck Addiction Hotline. 100% free V Bucks. I like that.
Slay, bitches.
This is a tough one. I like how memey the intro is and like the song itself, and
Yeah.
then it just goes into like a really like clean fuck off drop.
Like
I like
yeah.
Gator's like meme stuff. Like he's been doing that a lot. It's really sick.
Shit, man. I love the intro too. Like, it's kind of gas.
Yeah.
I suppose kind of like just threw me off, but like I fuck with that honestly.
I felt like this track had kind of the flow's really sick, but I wish it like kind of flowed into itself more. It felt like very like start stoppy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
With like the synth, it just kind of like you have the space, like a little bit too much spacing between each synth. I would say just like work on that and maybe make like the drums not like they almost kind of knock a little too hard. Like they sound really, really good, but like just for this type of tune, maybe down back a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like the tail end of the kick kind of drags on a bit too far.
Yeah, maybe like just too rough or too aggressive side chaining too.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I feel like the kick when it hits along with the clap, it overpowers it a bit. So, I guess find a means to like uh have it be more snappy instead of having that kick just on top of the clap like that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Otherwise, solid. I like it.
I just like how like lull it is.
Yeah,
That's fair. Yeah, I feel like it. I think it abuses a bit too much, like having the synth like along with the stuff, of course, but like having that be uh like that pitch motion be,
Mhm.
be like it's kind of abused. But I feel like you can use that effort to move into like having more variables or changing up the synth itself rather than having that same effect throughout the entire song.
yeah,
Like you can still use it, but I feel like be a bit more sparingly with it.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I definitely agree with what the guy said. Also another thing is like I this is just a personal opinion. Don't take it as anything too drastic because it
He
works
hates
for
it.
other people. No. I think your clap needs to come through just a little bit more.
Yeah, that's what I was mentioning with like the kick kind of like overpowering it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's like it definitely could like come in a bit more. So
But other than that, I do like it for the lulls. And if you worked on just keeping like the fluidity, that'll be just like a super funny fuck off tune. Next up, wait, Kanoto, are you still in the chat? Do you still want me to play your other one, or do you want me to play this one? Because you sent me this one, but you do have another one.
yes,
Yes.
Good talk.
Just this one.
Yeah,
Okay.
just
Okay.
this. Okay, we got you.
And you said start at 35 seconds. I think that's what you said. Yes. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Next up we have Kanoto with Dismal. 35 and that's not the right song.
yeah, it is.
I'm wheeling it. It's an automatic wheel for me.
Yeah, you have to wheel.
It's a song.
That sound is like so satisfying. I
I
can't get
love
over
it.
it.
So smooth.
Yeah.
Bitch. Fuck you,
Dude.
Kanoto.
Yeah, seriously. What the actual fuck? And man's told me to stop it at like 1 something, and like, come on. It's like teasing us. That's it. That's it. That's literally all he said that you guys get.
But fucking blue ball does.
Yeah. Hi, Kira. We love you too.
Bro, you submitted for no reason. I have nothing to say. Hello? Just give me this. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. I just need to put it like if it's
What
in
the
my
fuck?
USB. That's it.
I've got
Yeah,
nothing
I
to
agree.
say.
Exactly, Finna. Pack it up. Over.
Jesus
Stream's
Christ. All my
over.
recent like sound design and like serum and shit has been almost solely inspired by Kanoto. I've been like just on this kind of like hype train with that fucker, listening to all their songs, all their fucking showcases and shit. It's fucking insane. How? Cracked. And fuck you, because all your fucking Dub Duels tunes are ridiculous.
Yeah.
I want all of it in my mouth.
I don't know how many people are in the chat right now, but get man's Kanoto to 3,100. It's well deserved. He is on the come up. He deserves everything going to him. He's a super talented producer and a super genuine human being.
More like
all of
31,000.
us, we make EDM. Kanoto makes music.
Yeah,
It's purely
honestly.
it.
If you give me okay, can we all download this? Because
Yeah.
fuck.
He said check DMs, all 3 of us. So
Okay, we're yeah. Now there's nothing left to say, but just keep grinding, dude. I mean, you don't even need to grind. You can fucking spit on something and create a masterpiece.
Give me the fucking song.
Yasukin, I did see that you donated, so I will pull yours up right now. Thank you for the spit on. I posted spit on. If you're into that, you know, it's okay. Next up, we have Yasukin with Shogun. And yes, to answer your question, Slaughter, we private tracks are preferred, but if it is released and like you want to send something just to like progress in that sort of style, we will still listen to it, but try your best for privated tracks, por favor. Thank you, Yasukin, for donating. I almost had to follow that. Damn. Yeah. What's good, Vile? Thank you guys for all the follows. Thank you guys again for all the donations. Like I said, it's not necessary, but it is appreciated. You guys we're doing this for you guys. So yeah, we love everything. We love you all. Yeah, let's get into the tune.
Am I the meanest? Am I the prettiest? Am I the baddest mofo go down around this town? Well, who am I? Who am I? I can't hear you.
am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catches bullets with his teeth. Nigga, please.
I'll give this a like and a repost.
Yeah, no, that was super sick.
This is good. I feel like fuck, like the lighter synth, the one like more on the high end. I don't think it was necessary, honestly. I feel like you could do more if you just like take that like I guess that main synth that was more like in place of quarter notes. Uh, just like do more with like the sound design of that, and then have some fucking fun with it. Because with like the higher end synth, it's very like I don't know. It feels like in the way kind of, especially with like the flow that's like established to it. This song could totally like use like it's more complimented if it was like more minimal with that sound design of the like more like mid end synth. And I still like it though. I love like the theme that you have here, Jessica. Um, and like I can't like add anything else to that. It's really just like that synth and like in total like the structure of the tune could totally like it would work better if it was like more minimal.
Yeah, I can't really comment. I mean, like the mixing sounded really, really good. Sounded solid. Like maybe like there's more personals and like the Terranomy coming out, just like a more thumpy sub. But nah, Gabe pretty much touched on everything else.
Yeah,
Yuri?
he said he wanted to make this like double friendly. You can still make
Yeah,
tunes double
okay.
friendly with like if you keep something simple but like mess with the flow. Like just look at all of Stayns' tunes. Practically, they're all double friendly, but you know, it's just like tweaking certain things in like certain patches and like giving some sort of like character to the synth itself. So other than that, this is a really good tune. Drums are on point. I like the intro. Yeah, keep grinding. Take notes for that VIP. Next up we have Nightwalker donated. Thank you for the donation, by the way.
Yeah,
Boom,
thank
there
you.
we
Bloodsport.
go. Next up we have Nightwalker Bloodsport Whip. Before I play this, if I missed anybody who donated, please say something in the chat. I'm trying to keep like tabs
No.
on everything and be organized, but I can't, see everything all the time. So if I missed you, I'm sorry, just tell me. I think that's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool idea. Especially for like a whip. Um, the only thing I would comment on is the main synth is a little too like stereo heavy. You need something more in your mono field to make it like to drive it home. The
Yeah.
flow's really cool though, and maybe just like a little bit more variation in the tone of your synth. Um, but for like where you're at in your other tune compared to your other tunes that you sent in, or that I think I've heard your music before.
He sent
Um,
something in last week.
yeah. That's what I was thinking. No, this tune is super sick. Needs more tune.
Needs more team. Gabe, anything?
Fuck, man. I'm not a fan of like the use of like 808 in place of a sub in regards to this. I feel like they're still low end with like the main synth. But like having the addition of that 808 hitting is kind of like unnecessary, and also it goes like, fuck, I don't know how to explain it. Shit. It's like I'd rather have a sub that moves with the synth than have something like as stagnant as that throughout the track.
Mm-hmm.
And with how light, uh, first of all, the synth is, it seems like there's like little to no mid range in it. It kind of doesn't do the intro, and also like even breaks justice. Uh, Even though like the core theme of it is very like nice. Uh, I like that kind of like dark sinister kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
It's just it doesn't like the drop doesn't hold up to what's expected through the intro. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but that's pretty much like the main thing is just sub and having the tune just like be more strong in general, especially in the main synth.
Yeah. I would agree with both Skxlvtor and Stayns. That 808 for me is it doesn't work. The intro is very nice. It's very put together. I just want it to be fleshed out a little bit more for when the drop comes in. Um, and then your synth sounds good. I also feel like your synth in the second drop was a tad bit louder than in the first drop. That could have been me. I don't know, but just work on like your mixing and mass or your mix downs, and like Stain said, definitely get a moving sub with the synth, because I feel like a moving sub with the synth and then everything sidechained properly can bring this tune a lot of life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's honestly the only thing that it's missing is just the life behind it, the energy. And like I know we probably say this a lot on the stream, but energy in tunes is what makes like the impactfulness is what makes it unique. But compared to I think what you sent in last week, this is definitely an upgrade. Next, we have Dubwing Duck in the Sand with B5.
footprints beside me. Wet.
Not gonna lie, this gave me Rocket League vibes, and that's not a diss. That is a compliment because this like almost brings out like Monster Cat vibes.
I was gonna say very
Feel
like
that.
Monster Catty.
I love the chord progression. That's super nice. I feel like there's too much emptiness in between like that those chords coming in and then having just like essentially a break in between until like the next set of the progression. And I feel like just having it be more consistent throughout would do the song a lot more justice.
Yeah, because it almost feels like it's like ducking like the volume is because it goes like really big, nice synth, and then just kind of percussion, and then big, nice synth, and just kind of goes back and forth. I feel like they just need
Yeah.
something to like hold that stereo end like bigness, and
Mhm.
then let the low end just carry how they're keeping it. And
Yeah, I want it to be like more like constant rather than having like those breaks in between where we hear
yeah,
like a
because you
more
get
more
excited and then it like goes down, and then get excited and goes down.
yeah, I don't want to be on that roller coaster. Uh
Yeah.
it's it's super cool though. I fucking love that intro. And even though like hearing like the last like 3 seconds of like that outro portion, it's it's nice. I love that theming and it's honestly that kind of progression and that sound is something I kind of like want to look into whenever I'm making like future rhythm or just any kind of like more melodic dubstep. Because it works. It could really work. But I want something with that drop that's like more expansive, and something that isn't like I guess choppy.
Hmm.
So
I submitted this to Grocery Boys stream a few months ago and tweeted based off of their review. I wanted a new set of ears, so I'm happy for the feedback. Absolutely, I definitely see your name on GB
Yeah,
stream.
yeah, yeah. I've seen it always in the GB streams.
Yeah, so we appreciate you being here. Honestly,
Mhm.
I would have to agree with Gabe and Jackson on this one. Those pauses, I would say, like on your synth, mess with tape stop a little bit just to give like those breaks. Like if you extend those notes and then you want to have like a break, mess with tape stop and like how that can possibly affect the progression. Um, but like I said, this reminds me of Rocket League, so it's
Yeah.
definitely a compliment. Super Monster
love the
Cat
progression.
vibes. But yeah, definitely a good idea, good tune. Keep working on it. I would like to hear this um in the future once it's like complete. We have Stinky. We have Senior Stinky Remorse. You better be in the chat. Or I'm gonna tell your son to beat your ass. Next up we have Remorse X Morph ID Rough Final V1.
Remorph.
Remorph. They honestly should have named it that. They can still name it that. It's still just ID. From here on out, because I do want to get through all the rest of the submissions, I am only going to play first drops. Unless you donate, then we'll go through the entire thing. But I just want to make sure that we get to everybody and give like everybody the constructive feedback that they're looking for. So yeah, Remorph ID. This is hella dope.
I
I've
like it.
been waiting to hear this.
That's super sick.
Shit, man.
For me, it's again kind of like those mids are a little too loud. And the main sense just a little, just dial it back a little bit. And I think your drums won't have to be like as pushed as hard to come through. Just like dial them back and then work your drums a little bit. And but other than that, it sounds super solid. It's a cool, really cool idea. I like that like weird like perk synth. See that you have the stereo field.
The doot,
Yeah.
doot,
the doot doot.
doot, doot.
I don't know if it was probably just me, but like I'm probably deaf. But in the intro, I think the 808 is out of tune from like the sample y'all use or
Yep.
whatever that
Yeah,
intro
I
sound
heard it
is.
too.
It's it's cool. I love the flow of like the 808s and shit. It's just it's kind of like it's out of tune from like um just the main sound there. God, what a dumb way to put it, but
Then the
that
main
is
sound there.
no man done. But one big thing I need to point out is that last section there, with the switch up. I hear the delay of like I hear an eighth note delay there, and I feel like you should increase the input of that because otherwise it just sounds like this choppy quarter note. But I definitely want to hear more of like that delayed like sound coming in and give it like much more of like an interesting flow, something more energetic, if anything. Otherwise, it just kind of sounds choppy. But I do hear it, like I hear it slightly there. You just need to put that a bit higher, and that'd be perfect for me.
I feel like you might be able to like make your kicks in your intro like chill back a little bit too, because they kind of knock a little bit too hard. It kind of takes a little bit from the drop,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's more like subjective.
I know Remorse has like a lot of like heavy hip hop influences in his music.
Yeah, no, it reminded me straight up of like a Shakewell or like Puya like song like or like Booby Ludovelli like that mixtape him and Puya did together. It
Yeah,
reminds me straight up of like that type of stuff. It's really sick, but just dial it back just a little bit.
yeah. For me, the initial drop, when the drums come in, I feel like the percussion or like the hi-hats are clashing just a little bit too much with that doot doot synth. And it kind of like draws out. And Lo Brian, thank you for the follow. It kind of like drowns out a lot of like the initial synth. But then like Gabe said, for the eighth note section in the Switch, definitely bring that out more, utilize that more, like probably even in the initial drop. And yeah, this is I have been looking forward to listening to this tune because I haven't heard much other than your 1K EP. I haven't heard much of what you've been doing, so yeah, definitely work on this a little bit more.
Remorph.
Next up we
I don't know
have
anymore.
I Don't Know Anymore by RTX.
Shark TX. Let's go.
Of course, I usually automate a volume change for my drum bus. I'll definitely go back and work through the mix some. Yeah, definitely. Look forward to hearing it. I don't know either. What the
That was
fuck?
sick.
Fuck,
That was
man.
super sick. I love that like kick RTX has been using lately. It sounds super. I think it's like you put like morph on his kick or something like that. It almost sounds like, because it like almost sounds like it's like sweeping into it.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like super sick. The only feedback I had, maybe like make the intro a little. I know it's kind of like your style, but make it a little more or a little less minimalistic. Just like bring in a little more risers or something like that. Just make it a little more exciting.
Yeah, have a bit more like impactful coming into the job. But
Yeah, exactly.
it clearly feels like a placeholder. So
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You could tell it's a super whip song. No, this is super sick. That flows like it makes your shoulders just move instantly.
yeah,
Yeah,
another
it's
big old fuck you to RTX, you piece of shit. This is fucking insane.
He's ridiculous.
Ah, my goodness.
The kid's only like 15 years old too.
Mm.
All
Give any
those
feedback?
all those Danish pastries he's eating.
0, none. I like it. It's perfect as it is. Just work on the intro.
Finish it.
Just add more to
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Hurry up.
We're like Arby's. We need more meat.
Oh, huh. Pause.
I had to put that out there.
Oh god.
Oh, yeah. Another.
I know this song.
Oh boy.
Next up, we have Machina X Demori Bleed with the 2.
Don't worry. I still need to send him stuff. Shit. Oops.
The combination made my eye.
Is it too late to retire?
What do you want? What do you want from me?
Shit, man. Fuck. Personally, nah. When that intro goes into the job, I'd like there to be like more dissonance, um, and just have it like just be more like I guess what's the word, like unsettling before going into the
Yeah,
job.
Mhm.
like
And then
foreshadow
that's
the inevitable doom.
yeah, yeah. Yes. And also, please make that intro like a 10-minute ambient song, please.
Yeah.
Because I almost want, like, I want to sleep to that. That is so nice. I love it. Oh,
It's like
it's so smooth.
it's literally like it starts off like it feels like a dream because it starts off like really like
Yeah,
dreamy and then it goes dark. It turns into a nightmare. It's
yeah,
so cool because it's like a perfect meld of Demori and Machina. And I
yeah.
love
It's
both their styles. I love
it's so.
Machina Demori so much. Like
Demori is perfect. I
yeah,
love Demori. Their
yeah,
fucking music is so insane too, especially
yeah.
before when I first before their rebrand from Muha, like it's just it's always been like consistent. Their consistency is insane when it came to like
Mhm.
pumping out like these insane, powerful, ridiculous tunes. I cannot. I love it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Everything Demori makes it tells a story,
mhm.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's just
so
Their
good.
recent stuff as well since they made them more since they made them more public finally. Ah, so good. So good. I like there's not a bad song from him.
no,
No.
just like Kanoto.
Yeah.
Like all these guys are on the
Right?
come
Oh
up.
my god. I
I
got
don't
nothing to
understand.
say. I got nothing to say. Just like have that transitional period from the intro to the drop just be more like scary.
Yeah, just
Mhm.
foreshadow what's happening. Like, give a red herring in the intro that like,
Like it's
this is
there.
gonna
It's
be a
just
log
like
drop.
just
Needs
have
more
it
of
be
it.
more intense, yeah.
There's tricks.
Trixie. What is up,
Oh,
Trixie? Wowzers. Yeah. Yeah. Actually.
Ooh, another fuck off producer.
oh goodness.
Next up we have Ilagor with Heaven's Betrayal Whip.
You know not the depth of dark within you.
Whoa. Hold on.
That music video, like it comes in so strong. Oh my god. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
What? Oh, fuck, that build up is so pristine too.
And it was a weird thing.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, let's spam Eli Gore in the chat because
that
dude,
that was so ridiculous. Like the only type of subjective feedback I give you is like the intro is like a little jump scary, so just maybe like make it a little bit quieter and just automate utility up or something. But no, that's so good. The translates on your gun sounds so like pristine.
Ellie Gore?
Finish.
Eligor.
Eligore.
Elgor.
Okay. Well, I'm an asshole and I'm sorry.
Yeah, fuck you. Anyways, oh my god, I love the little touch of just like an active inspiration there too. But
Mhm.
like, oh my god, and this is definitely like a tune like in a realm of its own, especially with that intro too. It's so good. It's so good and just perfectly
Yeah.
like just melds into like the rest of the track. I want it. Anyways,
It's one of those like songs that just want to make you like run. You know what I
I
mean?
tweet to this.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Yeah, can we please download this? Because
Yeah, I need this.
what the fuck?
Say no. Only give it to me.
Holy
So
shit.
sick, man. I've got nothing else to say. This is nice.
Yeah, no. Nothing at all. Next up we
Fun.
have said download it. Cool. Thank you, for fuck's sake. Next up we have Wall Hugger with Face Ripper 2023.
I like it.
Holy
That's so
loudness.
sick.
You won the loudness war.
Incredibly loud. But I really want that clap to pop out more. That's honestly all I have. Shit, dude.
I would say maybe just turn some intro elements down.
Yeah, true.
Look for some harsh frequencies in your EQ, like around like the 3 kilohertz range, stuff like that. Other than that, the idea is really solid. I feel like I can't give that much like criticism on it because I want to hear it like a little bit toned down so I can hear all the elements individually. It's not just like a big brick
Yeah,
wall.
have a bit more
You
cleaner.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Other than that, it's a super solid idea.
I would have to agree with both Skeletor and Stayns. That intro came in so abruptly and it was so loud. You don't. Loudness is good, but like you don't want to scare somebody like that.
Hi, Mr. Facelift.
Yeah, just tweak your elements a lot, and it's like hard to like pick out certain things about like the basses because it's so loud, and like that like telephone bass, it's good, but I think it just needs to be like either automated a little bit better, sidechained a bit better, or just turned down in general. Just work on your like mix downs and stuff. It scares me too sometimes. I get it. Well, if you get it, that's all that matters. But it's a super solid idea for sure.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh.
Okay, just so everybody's aware, Skeletor was not the one sent this in.
Yeah, Mr.
Shrike,
Shrike.
Shrike was the one who sent this in.
uh,
So Skeletor will not be giving any feedback. So we
Yeah.
get to roast him for once.
bad tune. Skip it. Yeah, he did ask me for permission.
Yeah, it's fine. I really don't care. Next up, we have Skeletor X Shrike Bodied. Another tune I'm scared for. Yeah, no.
Rah, fuck you.
Bad song. Trash it. Bad snare.
Is this even the final version?
Yeah, I think this is the most updated version.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have no words. You guys together, like it was a match made in heaven. You guys should fucking kiss and make up.
I love Shrike so much. I love his style. Like he's one of the people that's really doing like it reminds me of that old Space Boy style, but he's giving it like new life, and it's really sick. I love his music, like all of his songs. Like I have multiple of his plates in every one of my sets. He's so good.
I
do
don't.
as
I
well.
never heard of him actually.
I also have a lot of
Looking right now.
Shrike plates and super talented. Dude, can everybody who's in the chat get Mansa 700 at least, please, and
Yeah.
thank
No.
you. Like I just here. Please get Mans to 700.
Yeah, to that.
There it is.
Major poggers. You guys, like, creating a tune this heavy at 120 BPM. Like, you guys are between like you guys and then like Demori, Kanoto, Slicks, Inactive. Like, you guys give life to that heavy realm, and you're doing it proper.
I appreciate you. You
You're
guys didn't
welcome.
even hear my favorite part of the track though.
Good.
Yeah, it's gonna wait for everybody can wait for it to come out.
The whole punk breakdown that's in it.
Yep, I've heard this,
Oh.
and it's actually quite nuts. And I'm not playing it, so you guys can wait until it comes out, if it comes out.
Whipped out my 7-string.
Next up, we have Dissenter, Bust a Clip. I don't know if that's Bust A and then Clip.
I don't know that sound.
Bust a clip.
What's a cop?
That too.
Yeah, but Shrike, keep doing you. You're fucking talented, dude. Dissenter, Bust a Clip. This is another kid who's underappreciated.
I
This
think
is
this is
sick.
honestly one of my favorite Deceptor tunes I've heard. Those drums, they're so powerful. They just like
I actually like that. I like that a lot. I'm not
Yeah,
really
no,
big
I
into
love
like
them.
the trappy like vibe, or that kind of style in general. But this like it hits the mark too, especially when that like I guess like tube like sound that woo that sound
Yeah.
that came in
Mm-hmm.
hacked me the fuck up. It was so sick. I love the way that came in.
This at a show we go crazy, especially if those drums like on a system probably sounds insane.
Oh, for sure.
Nah, I really don't have that much feedback for this tune.
Neither do
think it's
I.
cool.
I don't either. This is
Yeah.
honestly
shit,
the
dog.
I think the best work of art that I've heard from Dissenter.
Yeah.
Super underappreciated artist as well. And I know like obviously, most people who send stuff to our stream is dubstep related, but like Dissenter is putting so much emphasis back into like the trap game and doing it properly with like the influences of like deep dub and like people like Imanu and stuff like
he
that.
reminds me always of like if you took Space Laces and Peekaboo and like combined them
Yeah.
in like a really, really good way.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. I guess like everybody just decided to send in stuff later and it's super good. I know he won't care if we download that. Next up, we have Bloodcrest, Existence Devoured, Baga, Rough Final. I don't know if I should just play the whole thing or not. Because I don't know if that's just one drop or two.
Yeah, it sounded like that was one drop.
Okay.
For me, just kind of felt a little bit jump scary. Like I wish you kind of foreshadowed the drop coming in more, and gave more like intensity to the build-up, because the build-up kind of felt very like thin and not there. I kind of want to just like hit me in the chest with, okay, this is a build-up and now this is a drop, not just kind of going from intro to drop.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, it's super cool. The structure's a little bit like odd with like how the fake out comes in after like 8 bars. But I mean, you can make it work. But for me, it just feels like kind of a little too like soon to put another like delay drop for me. But that's really it.
I've got nothing to say. That shit was fucking sick. Honestly,
mean-
just take Skxlvtor's advice, bro. That's all I can say.
Honestly, I feel like something like this needs more emphasis on like a distorted sub to bring out more emphasis on those stabs. But other than that, I think this is super dope. I like this.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. I would say take what Skxlvtor said into consideration, because the jump scare into the drop is a bit much. Next up, we have Slaughter with Bile.
Mr. Gibby.
Gabe, I'll let you go first.
No. Fuck, dude. Oh my god, I absolutely hear some pack inspiration there. A little bit of that influence there, especially with like I how can I explain? Just the influence mainly in like the sub movement, how you work your drums around, and the application of like effects throughout the track. Definitely has that kind of vibe to it. However, it works really good with the sound design, and despite the fact it's kind of been kind of like stagnant as far as like variety is concerned with that main synth, it's really like it kept me interested throughout. I was pretty engaged despite like even how long the actual drop was. uh, I fuck with it a lot, dude. You're sick. I'm glad you're back, by the way. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I do like this a lot. Oh, he's your roommate. That's funny as fuck.
I know.
I do agree with Stayns. With the lack of variety, this has a lot of like movement to it, and like the movement works well in terms of like the simplicity, and this is super sick. It brings back like OG like ADLV vibes.
Yeah. No, it was reminding me of that too. I can't really comment on much because I don't make stuff like this. I mean, what can I say? Like, distort this to piss? No. Man. No, this is super sick, dude. I can't really say anything about it. I like it a lot, though. It's not stuff I make, but it's stuff I listen to. More, I'll definitely listen to this one over the stuff that I make, though.
I like this, and Skxlvtor, please, if it's possible, can I please get this to play in future sets?
Deanda, I don't know. You didn't miss your tune.
Yeah, we haven't gone through it. But yeah, I know you did take a hiatus from music, and it is very nice to see you back grinding. Yeah, next up we have Anotic Darkness. Alec, do you want me to play the first drop or the second drop?
Mr. Baldwin.
Either or. Okay, I'll play the first one then.
Darkness.
Yeah,
What time signature is this in?
it's 4/4. It's just
Yeah, it's 4/4. It's just the
yeah.
drums that
This
make you think like that.
no,
Okay.
it's definitely the synth. That's like that pattern is definitely like because it's consistent throughout, despite it being I think it's like 3/5. I
Yeah.
could be wrong. I could be very wrong, but like uh, despite that, it only goes on for like 2 bars. Uh, so it can like catch you off guard.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that. It's a very unique flow in regards
Yeah.
to that, and it's and in part the sound design. I feel like you could totally use that. Like if you make a VIP at this tune, you can make something like very like void esque, something very like hard hitting, dark, gritty. That kind of shit would like be insane with that sound design
I
too.
love that like Alex style because it's like a meld of Executioner and Void.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like that mix down that like Executioner gets, but very Void vibes, but like more trap influenced almost at the same time
Mm-hmm.
too.
Yeah, I love the usage of like trap in regards to this track. It's good.
I don't have a really feedback. That was super solid. This is probably one of my more favorite ones that you've done, Alec.
Same, honestly. I love the sound design.
Yeah,
Mm.
I would have to agree.
Good
I love
fucking
like
work, dog.
I just love like the tone with Alex going with all the songs. Like he's definitely like paving his own way where he's like in that middle ground how I mentioned kind of in between the two of Executioner and Void. He's like paving his own path between them. It's really, really
Mhm.
sick.
And he has his own like influence based off of like his
Mhm.
branding and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
And like I will always go back to this, but I'm pretty sure like a month or two ago, Alec messaged me and he was like, "I don't know how to make rhythm anymore," and I'm like, "Dude, what you're making now is perfectly fine. It is
Yeah, no,
really
I
good."
think this is way cooler than like than any just like Square Fortitude or anything like that. Like no offense to those. Like those definitely hit and have their place in music, but like just for me, this is way more interesting and way more unique.
Mm-hmm. We love you, Alec. Put out some fucking music, bro.
Right. Oh, Kanona.
He said not to play this one, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna just skip that. Next up, we have mid roll with rolling mids. Jesus Christ. Yo, Jeffrey.
I love you, mid-roll.
Goddamn.
We don't love you, mid-roll.
Fuck. Oh my god, my fucking pop filter keeps falling off. You bitch. All right. Anyways, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. That fake out was clearly like I don't want to say one for one, but it's definitely like spaz out esque. Um,
Or Fex
however,
pass out.
Yeah, that's what it
yeah,
reminded me of.
yeah,
Fex
yeah.
passed out.
I believe it was that. But that aside, after that was out of the way, you absolutely made that square for yours. Um, and it worked out throughout. Like it definitely became a unique tune after that point. I just wanted to point that out, because I don't want there to be, I guess, especially with like elitists and fucking rhythm and shit, they're gonna point that out and be
Exactly.
like, "Oh, it's the original
Exactly.
tune." They're gonna fucking like, they might like ass blast you for this for no reason, but it's
Yeah.
clearly like the inspiration is there. So like,
Mhm.
we'll fucking go crazy. Who gives a fuck? Um, that aside, I think shit. I feel like you should change up the synth to be like more like, I guess, not the synth, but like when that drop like actually hits, when the drums come through, that pattern and that synth and its sound design, I feel like should be tweaked a bit more because it feels a bit more like lighthearted uh in regards to like how it feels. It's not like it's not as gritty as like the rest of the track and how you make it. And that pattern and sound design itself definitely feels it's less so compared to the rest of the track, and I feel like you could change that by like tweaking the index and motion a bit more. That way, it like actually hits and has that consistent like vibe throughout.
I would agree.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
You know,
that's all I was gonna touch on. Basically, like, it reminds me of Fex pass out. There's not really any feedback to really give because I don't make this type of stuff, but it's super sick. I like it a lot. It's nice to see people like carrying this style, like newer generation carrying this style and kind of hitting it better than a lot of the OGs. Like, I
Bro,
mean, but it's also just like more knowledge and like understanding mixdowns better and stuff like that. But still, like,
mhm.
it's really dope to see like new blood killing it almost more
yeah.
so than like old blood.
Yeah, other than the fake out being almost identical, he made this his own with
Mhm.
the structuring, and like everybody who's a part of Funny Bone, I used to be a part. But those guys, gals, everybody who's a part, they're all killing it, and like they are another reason why like the OG sound is still alive.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's super sick.
So mad props to Midroll and the Funny Bone gang, Funny Bone gang shit. Morse is actually a part of Funny Bone as well, so fun thing. Next step. Uh-oh.
I
Uh-oh.
got nothing to say.
Skip it. No, skip it.
Oh
Next
boy,
up, we got Renzo Comes On VIP Trippy Dubs remix.
I'm gonna shit on this dog. I hope you notice.
Is Nick still even in the chat? Yeah, he is.
Come drooling, moaning slut. Farmer, harvester of cum. Cum.
Booty cake player.
Damn,
Rhythm.
I hate it. It's good. Speak your piece. I want to be last.
Okay.
So for me, I felt like the drop came a little bit too. It was compared to like the intro, it came in too fast. The synths were like a little bit too loud, a little too mid heavy. Um, just tone those down a little bit. And your drums will have to be as powerful. The flow is really, really interesting and really cool. But that's really it. Like just those mid frequencies, tone those down a little bit, make everything a little bit quieter. And finish it.
For me, I think you can get away with like still having that heavy sound, but having a kick clap instead of that snare. If you tweak and like if you tweak your mix downs on all the synths properly, and then have like a super like fish slappy clap that plays like the part well, I think this would be a lot better in terms of energy retention. But other than that, I like how you like made this your own, and it like it kept the flow almost, but to your unique style, and not like completely bringing off the VIP itself. Go ahead,
Shit,
Gabe.
dude. All right. I do want to express that like it's good. I like it. But I feel like the synth, at least the synth you added, like in addition to it, it feels like either out of tune or out of place. It's one of those things. Um, and you mentioned it, of course, the snare being on top of the clap. I don't think that snare is like very necessary. So like just have it be like a more of like a snappy clap. If anything, just like slightly harder hitting. That way you don't need like that snare like element involved with it. Uh, um, in addition, the highs are very harsh. Uh, I think that's like I think that's my main gripe is in regards to the mix down. Uh, those highs with like it's either the synth used from me or the synth you added. I think it's my fault, but I have no idea. Uh, because I have no idea how you mix like my own synths in regards to it. So it's I still hear those like harsh ass highs. So like tone those down a bit, or at least cut out that um that incredibly like higher range, because it's kind of like unnecessary when it comes to mixing, anyways. Um, shit. And also when the drop comes in, uh, I feel like you should have left like fuck. I don't explain the way it came in was kind of like awkward too. It felt like it went on for uh like it was like a fake out for like like 6 bars, uh or 6 beats rather. And the way like the drums came in was kind of like awkward. And I feel like you could push that like half a bar back. That way like the kick hits instead of it coming in on a clap. Uh, but it's solid. It's solid, super solid. I like what you did with it. Just delete it.
delete it, never release it, put
Yeah.
it in the trash, and
I feel like
I'm kidding.
yeah, but like you definitely do better with like those like more heavier values when it comes to making like when it
Ooh.
comes to your production. And I don't think applying that to songs that like are almost like purely like more capable of being rhythm. I feel like having that tonality and having it be more on the heavier side wouldn't work uh all too well. Um, and I definitely want to see your take on like more like just heavier, insane tracks instead of having like a rhythm flow with a sound design that's clearly like would work more insane with like Terra. And this is more of like uh something that could apply to your overall production rather than just like this general take. So go crazy, dog. You're actually like you're doing so much better now too, Trippy. I fucking love you. And I miss you, bitch.
Aw, kiss the cup sometime.
No.
All right. Next up, we have Azuriel with Revelation. What the fuck?
That's whatever. But
No,
dude,
that was super sick. I like how the synths almost sound like a kick. They're still like thumpy and transient heavy. They're super sick. It
yeah,
reminds me of like old Death Step too. Like old Death Step guns. No,
exactly. Yeah,
it was super sick. No, I don't really
it
have
reminded me of
feedback for it.
Mantis.
I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
just about
exactly.
to say
That's what I was
that.
gonna say. Like, it sounds exactly like something Paul would play or Paul would make.
Yeah, I was ready to kind of just have it be almost too much, but the way those kicks are mixing and how clean they are, the drums in general actually perfect to me. Like, I
Yeah,
love it.
it purely sounds like old, really inspired like metal step or death step, but with a really good modern master. It sounds really
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, I love it.
No,
Oh
yeah,
my god, I
this
have
is
nothing else to
super
say
sick.
to this.
Yeah, I have nothing.
Plus, like the addition of just the melody back into like the second, like the B section. That shit hit. Oh my goodness, man. I love it.
Yeah, no.
Um,
I have no words either. Truthfully, this is really put together. And like you don't like sometimes gun spams are a bit much if not done properly, but this is one of the circumstances where it's done well and executed to a T. So, yeah, this is really good shit. Degenerate, I don't think your submission is in here. We're also nearing like the end of the stream, so it might have to wait till next week.
Yeah, real quick before you start this tune, let me unlock my door for my friend.
Okay.
I'm gonna
And
piss hard as fuck real quick.
in the meantime, while they're going to do that, I just want to say from all of us at MDML and what we're doing, thank you guys so much. I think I don't know how many episodes this has been, Jackson, but like
I have no idea, honestly. No, this has been awesome. I remember when me and Yurei first started streaming, I didn't think like really we were gonna have like consistent viewers or tons of viewers, but you guys sticking around is so great.
Yeah, we appreciate
I love-
everything that you guys send us, everything that you guys have been putting. Like, again, this is for you all. Like, we don't take any benefit from it, but like, we're putting on for people who don't get recognized too often. And yeah, it's very appreciated.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Gabe.
We'll get to yours, Destroya, but we're like, I think, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tunes away from yours. So I'll definitely refresh it. Thank you for telling me that. Next up we have Dienda with Living Rodent. Appreciate that, Destroyer.
Can hit one note and put a bass drum on it, and that's my tune. This is the cardinal sin of EDM right here.
Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs.
No.
Boy, if you don't.
I think this is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, no, this is super like the mix and master sounds like super solid. The only like thing you could add really, in my opinion, is just like filling up those little pauses that you have. Like they sound cool, but I feel like this tune would just feel so much more complete if you just had like little glitches, like Reese fills, drum fills, just interchanging throughout the whole drop, just to keep like your mind interested. Add that weird factor where you're stuff that you're not expecting, stuff like that. Just to keep it going, keep it more interesting, but it's super sick. And the drop vocal, like I've honestly never really heard anybody actually sample that, even though I feel like it'd be one of those things that everybody would sample, like this ad. But you did it like perfectly.
Shit, dude. Yeah, no, I agree with everything that y'all said. I feel like because I used to be someone that would like make like white noise basses, and something like along that realm of where like it's very like scratchy, and it works here. It's just I feel like it could use a bit more form, uh, instead of having like that could like
contingent like scratchy tone throughout. Uh, and then along with that, of course, like adding variety throughout the track as well. Uh, by just like changing up a bit. Like it doesn't even have to be that much either. Like hell, it's just it's like it's a white noise synth. Like end of the day, but it it works out. I just wanted to like have it be like less, have more tonality to it.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, it definitely could be more interesting if it had more tonality to it. But it definitely like you killed it as in this like spectrum of like atonal synths of just like kind of
Absolutely.
screeches. It sounds really good. And it sounds, and like I said, the mix and master is really really good.
Yeah, I genuinely enjoyed like the flow of the sub and it not being like quarter notey. It was almost like half
Yeah,
note. Your work with the samples are god
yeah.
tier and
All the
hilarious.
memes were funny. That's what I like. I love about dubstep. Like, it could be dark, it could be happy, it could be funny, and it all works.
Hmm.
Mhm.
But this is a really good idea, and I would like this in my playlist. If you can send please
Yenda's
and
the
thank.
boy too. I've never actually met him, but my friend Aaron, Jeezy, and my friend Arceus, they're really really good friends with him.
Oh word, so he's the
Yeah,
Albuquerque gang.
yeah, Albuquerque gang. I think he's
Nice.
deployed right now. If I think right, Yenda, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah, that's super sick. I like it. Next up, we have Stealth with Disconnect. What the
That was
fuck?
insane.
Yeah, I'm usually not a fan of overdriven stuff, but the fact that this is like an absolute artistic choice is perfect for the track too.
It's literally like future rhythm, but with like a hyper pop mix down, and I'm all here for it.
I fuck with it a lot.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
yes, yes,
I
yes.
love that. I love that so much.
Mhm.
I don't have
I don't-
any feedback. This should be
yeah, I
sent
don't
to
Well,
even.
Halcyon if it hasn't been already.
Yeah,
I think my biggest thing is just like on the initial drop, uh just slow down a bit on the resonance. Um, but otherwise, that's it, really.
I love like the use of like bit crushing and like the hard style kick fills. If those were maybe just distortion fills, I don't know. But like there's like some bit crush filtering going on that was really really sick.
Yeah, and stuff that like
Super.
affects like the entire track instead of like one aspect of it too.
Yeah, that I like that a lot. Like they were messing with a lot of like master effects and it made it really unique. Like it's one of those things where I always think of doing, but I'm always like afraid of doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely out the box and super
Yeah,
unique
exactly.
too. I love
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
This is like if Fate, Kenoto, and like Nushi had a baby.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
This is it's just actually like well composed. I enjoyed every second of this.
Yeah, no, that was great.
No feedback whatsoever. Stealth, if you're in chat, I would like to download this, please and thank you.
Yeah, can you please send me that stuff?
Next up we have Vile with Into the Night V5 playable.
The picture.
Man's like Silix.
Forcing you one of these when I had a scoop of cream.
This is how creatine makes me feel. Jackson, you go first.
So for me, I feel like your stereo is a little bit too wide. It sounds like it's almost making like your sub like stereo almost. Maybe just chill down the distortion a little bit, do mid-side EQing, and then obviously like give more song because it's just build up. But other than that, the drums sound really good. It's really really loud. But other than that, it's really solid too. Just work on a little bit of your stereo imaging.
Yeah, I was basically just about to pair it. Like what you were about to say. It's just I shit, dude. It's like it's too loud for me to kind of like make absolute like definitive feedback.
Yeah,
Because
I think what's
everything's like so
happening.
powerful.
I think what's happening is it's like so loud that everything's just getting pushed out to the stereo field, and so you can't really judge what's happening.
Yeah, I can't really like make any kind of contact with it though.
Yeah,
But
no,
the
I agree.
structure of the tune, how it is, in general, like how it makes me feel, it's super sick. It's super like gritty and strong. It's just like the mix sound and master kind of like pushes me away from being able to like pinpoint exactly what can be worked with. So
Mhm.
uh, otherwise, I like how the tune is. It's just it needs to cool down like with the mix sound and master and shit. So
I think
generally
this,
the master.
yeah, I think this tune could use a, um, I think you need to change the BPM of this tune and have more breaks for like energy. If you slowed this down, worked on the mix downs, and then had like ideas of like half note sections, this would be a much more like powerful tune. But that's personal preference. You can do as you please. Don't take my opinion for shit. Um, but yes, I could agree with the stereo and the loudness. Um, but I think if you like tweaked a bunch of things, it will definitely work into your favor. Oh, Wad commented on this. It's pretty big.
Mr. Wad.
Mr. Wad. Next up, we have Tang with Shadows of Desolation. I like the sound design on this a lot.
Yeah, it's super sick. Oh my god, I feel like I ended a bit abruptly there, but uh, oh fuck, man, I want that switch up like on that second build up. I want that switch up there to kind of be the first drop, honestly.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
that's
it would
that's
be
exactly
cool.
what I was thinking. I like how that comes in way more. Uh,
So much
I
more
think,
energy.
yeah, I kind of want like a different snare. It's just ominous snare, ominous snare moment. Other than that, it's super super sick.
I like the bridge between like air out and burrow step that this gives.
Yeah,
And I think with the energy of this like second section, like Gabe touched on, that needs to be in the initial for sure.
yeah, yeah, I agree.
That's a super sick idea. Uh-oh.
Good song.
Next up we
Race car.
have Race Car by Jeppy. Jeppy! Dude, fuck off.
Race car moment.
Race car moment.
My
Race car.
goodness.
Yeah, I've heard this two different streams, and I have this tune. I'm pretty sure downloaded. No, this tune is sick. It reminds me of like high tech, or like DV's high tech's remix, but like it get like inspired by it, not like biting off of it.
Mhm.
Just that very like flangery bass.
Wah,
That's
wah.
super sick. Yeah.
I have no
Fuck, dude.
words to say to it. Race car.
Yeah,
Race car
I
moment.
don't really have much to say either, honestly.
Yeah.
I love
Super
Race car.
spaz inspired.
Yeah.
It's and plus like the structure and how the tune kind of like carries itself. Mainly like how it kind of switches like the sound design like every I believe like 8 bars. It's something I would do. And like I don't really blame them for it. It's super sick and like I enjoy it a lot. I'm gonna copy it. So sorry. It's not, so it's super sick too. I'm definitely keeping an eye out. You fucker, whoever you are.
Martin Garrix, bro.
Yeah, it's Martin Garrix and Skrillex.
Yeah. Next
They
up,
said it.
we have Quiver with Whip Whip. Whip Whip. I'm wheeling
Thanks.
this. I know that we're getting right near the end of the stream, but I have to wheel this. Whoever died, fuck, dude.
Anti-toxin administered.
Fuck,
I-
man.
Finish.
Finish and send
That's
or
it.
upload.
Yeah.
I need I just need that snare to be more powerful, and that's it.
I would agree.
So it would be stronger.
Yeah.
Rawr.
I love quiver stuff.
Quiver's
Scratch.
goated.
Mhm.
Fucker. Asshole. How dare you?
Fucker ass.
Just make all this fire around me. Hello.
Yeah, that. No words. Next up, we have Demise and Kamizoda. Splinters.
Play it. I'm not even kidding. Play that fucking break right now.
Play it.
Yes. Holy fuck, man.
Yeah. I don't really have words. This is probably one of my favorite like tunes I've heard from Chad, honestly.
No,
This is
that
super sick.
executioner style one was the best one. This is the best collab, I think, in my
I
opinion.
don't know. Well, I mean, like, so the problem is, like, I love the executioner one, but for me anyway, it's hard for me to play like stuff like that. That's like very thumpy in sets and stuff like
Stompy,
that.
that kind of shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So for this just seems like something I actually would play out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where it has like tons of energy. It's impactful, but it's not like too heavy and in your face. But it still has a lot of impact.
Mm-hmm.
So good. I
Yeah.
like it. Oh my god.
He's vanishing into the
he
nugget.
he keeps fading into the nugget.
Yeah, I
Oh
would
fuck! Alright, no, it's fine. I'm fine.
almost fell.
He
That
almost
is-
completely fell into the nugget.
Yeah, that's Chad, I need you to continue working and stuff like this, please. Second drop feedback. Okay.
No.
Nope. Last drop only.
Right here.
The tail end. There you go.
That's it.
God,
Yeah.
this-
Your 19.9K hertz are a little bit too painful. No, I'm just kidding.
Next we have
kind of made me misogynist.
Domatic
Sorry.
Square Shopper Overload Remix. Sir.
That was super sick.
Sir. Also, hello to everybody who is just joining us. You're kind of joining us
gracious.
pretty late, and yeah. But thank you for being here.
I
We appreciate it.
I need to express that as much as that Stumpy feel is super sick, it really depends on the track as well. I don't really like it when the synth hits on the beat, like where the kick or the clap is supposed to be, where it's like
Yeah.
consistently like that kind of flow. I feel like it would be much better if the synth was like pushed forward just a tiny bit, and have it not be like a stab essentially.
Oh yeah. I was gonna comment on that too. Just I was thinking like you could give it more of a natural feel and just more swingy by just literally just
Yeah.
moving it off the grid just a little bit, like a 30-second or a 16th even. Like I mean that's a little bit a lot, but still like move it a little bit. Just give it that swing, and I feel like it will fit way much nicer with those drums. Also, if you're in Ableton, delay your clap like a little bit on your like use like the channel delay in Ableton. Just
I
making
was
sure they're not
just
like
gonna say that.
yeah, just so they're not like fighting each other. Because I feel like you could tone your clap down a little bit because it's one of those really big, almost stag-esque claps, which sounds good. But I feel like in this case, a more like punchy, almost comic book punch clap would be more suitable and fit way nicer.
Yeah, Skxlvtor took the.
So 30 milliseconds. That might be almost too much then in that case. I'd do
Skxlvtor
like
took the
10
words right out
milliseconds.
my mouth. Just like spit them out. Please touch up your drums. Obviously you said you wanted the second drop. We didn't hear the first drop. But I feel like your drums with the subflow and like your side tuning could be a bit more powerful for something like this. Give it a little bit more but also utilize like spatial elements. Like if you use your space better, I think this would hit a lot harder. Also personal preference. Destroyer said second drop, correct?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure second drop only. If Gibby's still in the chat.
But yeah, I like that idea. Overload. I like it a lot. I just want you to tweak some things. Next up, we have Yatix X Destroyer X M rated ID whip. Oh, he did say refresh. Okay, so just this whole portion of the. Okay, all right. Dude,
That was super sick.
That was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
That's
that
what I
was nice.
fucking love about collabs, because this almost made it sound like a double drop.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I love like that. Like, Stompe does that really well too. Like, where you could tell it's so many people's ideas put together, but it sounds so good. Like when people
Yeah,
achieve that. Um,
goodness.
the only feedback I really have is really like turn that choir down, and maybe introduce like more mid-heavy bass in place of the volume from the choir, because that's what it kind of sounds like. It sounds like you're using like the loudness of the choir to kind of compensate for like to make the whole tune feel very full. But other than that, I would just turn down the choir a little bit and just add like a mid.
Gabe.
I got nothing, honestly. It's so sick.
I'm a
Yeah.
huge fan of like a lot of people using like for like heavier dub or like Terra, people using the choir as like a melody in the background. Like people like EvilNet uses it, Spider does it now. You guys are doing it. Like I genuinely enjoy that like atmosphere from the choir that it gives the tunes.
Maybe like this is kind of like just an idea, not really like it's not like you should do. You could play around with like using like cellos and like violins, just playing the same note, but and just replacing them just to make it more like interesting. Play around, add more variety to the sound. Other
Yeah,
than
but this is
that,
super sick.
yeah, I know this is super super sick.
I definitely want this
I
when
s-
it's done.
And I still love your new logo, Destroyer. That was so sick.
Oh, this
The
one
one with
up
the
here.
cover art. Yeah,
I like that. It's like distorted, but like not.
it's like Kingdom Hearts esque.
Mm-hmm. All right. Last but not least, last tune of the stream.
The Gnome Man himself.
We got Ophion with Gremlin V5.
I just keep my fucking bed.
Dude, that's a great way to end the stream, I say.
The fuck do I
Like,
say?
yeah,
Jackson, talk for me.
Ophion, dude, I fucking love Justin's work, dude. He's so like unique and so like cool. I don't know. Like, I love his style. Like I don't know why he's not fucking here. I literally messaged him on Instagram.
Ophion is like bringing that like those bases that belong in tear out, but like keeping that rhythm flow,
Yeah,
but doing
it's
it
super.
properly.
It's so dope because you could tell like who his influences are, but he doesn't like bite off of his influence. If you know what I mean.
Mm.
It's really really sick. He's really unique, and I don't know. He's insane. Everybody needs to go follow him because he's only 3 away from 700.
Yes.
No.
No.
Okay. Sorry.
Well,
I already found. Oops.
yes. That is the end of our feedback session.
Damn.
Gabe, any closing words to everybody.
Yeah.
Cool. Jackson, would you like to say anything?
I was just like, you guys so much for coming through. This has been a really dope stream. I love like
That's fine.
how you could tell the like different viewers that come in from each like guest we have. Like last week was more Tarot-esque, and this week is more like Rhythm-esque. It's super sick.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for having me. This was fun.
Oh, of course, dude. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you
I
for
think this is
being
the
a
first
part.
like feedback stream I've ever been a part of. So
We're like
Or-
popping everybody's cherries with it. Because
Honestly.
it's Chromatic's first time too.
yeah.
But thank you guys so fucking much. It means the absolute world to us to be able to give back to you guys. Thank you to everybody who donated. Thank you to everybody who followed. Be sure to join our Discord, !Discord. Be sure if you weren't here for your tune, !YouTube. Go subscribe to our YouTube page. This will be up tomorrow afternoon. But exactly. Thank you again,
I agree.
and we look forward to seeing all of your very lovely faces next week. From MDML, we love you. Peace out and have a good night.